A very good day to you people. My name is Mohit, and guys, today I'm going to talk about iframes in Dreamweaver. Guys, iframes stands for inline frames, and what they do is they actually bring over yet another web page onto your web page. So the new web page coming over could belong to your own website. It could be a page from your local site folder, or it could be a different website altogether that may or may not belong to you. But guys, please always seek permission if that's not your website, if you wish to bring over yet another website onto your web page. Alright, so let's get started and understand how we embed one web page onto another one. So I'm going to click on the create new HTML button. Guys, for this project I will be working only in the code view. I don't need to work either in the split or the design view. Okay, so I'll make sure that the cursor is blinking in the body area, and then I'll start coding. The iframes will be completely hand coded, guys. Alright, let's start. So I'm going to say iframe, the opening iframe tag, and obviously I need to close it as well. Now what I'm going to do is I need to pass in certain attributes now. I'm going to pass them one by one. The first attribute that I'll pass in is for the frame border. So I'm going to say frame border is equal to 0, which renders no border. By default we do get a border, guys, a thin border. Okay, we do get it. So I'm rendering it null. Then next what I need to do is I need to pass in scrolling and make it no. By default it's turned on, guys. Scrolling is turned on. In case the width and the height of the frame is small and the web page coming over is big, you will get the scrollers, guys. So I'm turning the scrolling off, I'm nullifying the borders, and then next very important parameters that I need to, or the attributes that I need to pass in, are width and the height. So it's width of let's say 80% and a height of let's say 490 px. Okay, guys, I also need to tell Dreamweaver what is the source of the web page that's coming over. I can do one thing. I can click on this browse button and specify the web page that's lying in my local site folder or on my local hard disk, or else I can tell it that there's a web page which is already hosted on the internet, and I can specify the URL. So that's http://thinkingpositive.co.cc. That's one of my websites, guys. In fact, the very first website that I made. At that time I didn't know anything about Dreamweaver. It was completely hand coded in HTML CSS. Okay, so that's thinkingpositive.co.cc. Let me take a preview in Chrome. So preview in Chrome, save the changes, give it a name. I'll call it iframe, save, and guys, it should come up very soon, which it does. So guys, as you can see, there is no border out here. Okay, neither do we have the scroll bar. So all very nice, all very good. Next what I'll do is, guys, I will add a class to the iframe for increased control, for enhanced power. Okay, let me get back to Dreamweaver. So I'll say a class of say my rules. I don't have my rules defined as yet, which means that I need to define it, guys. What I need to do is, under the CSS Styles panel I have this plus button. Okay, if you hover over this plus button, it says new CSS rule. I need to define a new CSS rule. The name auto populates. The contextual class is automatically set to class. Okay, I need to click on the OK button, and then I need to specify, let's say I'll specify a background color of, let's say, a #333, and I'll go to the box category, give it a padding of let's say 10 pixels and a margin of 10 pixels. So padding is creating space inside and margin is creating a space outside. Alright, So outside the iframe. So I'm going to say OK, and let me take a preview right now. Wonderful. Okay, so for increased control, guys, you can use a class. All very nice. Let me go back. So guys, as I was telling you earlier, that iframes are actually inline elements. Inline elements allow yet another inline element to sit next to it, beside it, adjacent to it. Okay, let's see. Let me prove my point, that they are inline elements and not block elements like divs are. I'm going to copy line number 16 and I'm going to paste it then, which means that I'm going to place yet another iframe next to it, but I need to adjust the height, the width. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down the width of the first iframe to, let's say, 20%, and for the second one I'll keep let's keep it at 75%. I'll need to keep some buffer. In fact, let me keep it at 70%. Okay, I'll keep 10% of the buffer for the paddings and the margins. But for the second iframe, I'll change the source. I will include yet another of my website, which is Adobe CS5.in. I'll keep the same class attached to it, guys, that I kept to the first iframe, which hosted thinkingpositive.co.cc. The second iframe will be hosting Adobe CS5.in. I would want the same borders and not the borders, I'm sorry, the same padding and the same margins to appear for the second iframe as well. Let me take a publish preview or a preview in Chrome. I'm going to save the changes now, and here comes the preview in Chrome. Okay, so this is the first website, guys, which is thinkingpositive.co.cc, and this is the second website. That's again my website, which is Adobe CS5.in. So guys, I hope you like this tutorial, and let me pause the video. So guys, I hope you like this tutorial and learn something good and useful. So I'll see you very soon with yet another Dreamweaver tutorial, guys, or it could be Flash with ActionScript 3. You do take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.